Good evening, Garden City. I'd like to call to order regular scheduled City Council meeting for Monday, September 11th, 2023. Our first order of business is our opening ceremonies, which includes the national anthem, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance, and today followed by a moment of silence to remember and honor the lives lost on 9/11/2001. Let us never forget the bravery shown by first responders, the military, and ordinary citizens on that day. Please rise. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Mr. Miller, take roll call, please. Here.
Mayor Pro Tem Dole.
Present.
Councilmember Karafotis.
Here.
Councilmember Squires.
Here.
Councilmember Earl.
Here.
Councilmember Witt.
Here.
Councilmember Lynch. Mayor, you do have a quorum with all 7 members present.
Thank you. Item 4, approval of the agenda.
Mayor,
Councilmember Witt.
I move to approve the agenda for Monday, September 11th, 2023, as presented.
Okay, any comments from the table? From the general public? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes 7-0. We have no recognitions, no county or state officials. Item 8, community events. Zach King is going to come up and speak on the Santaland Parade.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. I know tonight you have a resolution for the street closure for the annual Santaland Parade on tonight's agenda under item 11B5. I'm here to tell you a little bit more about the parade. First off, this year's theme is Red, White, and Jingle Bells, a patriotic Christmas. As always, it'll be the first Saturday after Thanksgiving, November 25th, starting at 10 a.m. We are keeping the route the same, leaving Garden City High School and heading south on Middlebelt, then turning left to head east on Middlebelt to head east on Ford until the first side street, Central Avenue, where the parade ends. We will also have a performance area outside the DDA office, the same as last year. As always, we are looking for volunteers for this year's parade. We need over 100 volunteers to pull off Garden City's largest and longest running event. If you're interested in volunteering, you can do so at santalandparade.com/volunteer. We are also hosting a volunteer reach out dinner at GC Cafe. If you are interested in volunteering and want to learn more, please stop by on Monday, September 18th, that is 1 week from today, at 6:30 p.m. Enjoy some free pizza and pop and learn about the volunteer opportunities we have for the parade this year. Lastly, we are still accepting entries for this year's parade. If you're a community group, band, politician, business, sports team, or volunteer group, we would like you in this year's parade. Feel free to sign up at salandparade.com. So, thank you, council.
Great. I believe it's 62nd year?
62nd annual.
Awesome.
So,
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Okay, we have no petitions and communications, no public hearings. Item 11 is the consent agenda.
Mayor,
Councilmember Witt.
I move to approve the consent agenda items A1 through 5.
Support from Councilmember Lynch. Further discussion from table? From the public? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes 7-0. Action items. Number one, item one, is the 2023-24 road salt contract. Mr. Omen.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. This is for our annual winter road salt purchase. We will be purchasing through the state contract from Detroit Salt Company. We have ordered 1,400 tons, which is about the amount we use in a typical winter. Under the contract, we are required to purchase 80% of the order, but we can also purchase up to 20% more if needed. This year's purchase price is $55.05, an increase of $1.60 from last year's price.
I don't know if I like the getting ready for salt, the Santa Land Parade.
It's gonna be here before you know it.
Mayor,
Okay. Council, Mayor Pro Tem Dolt.
motion to approve the 2023-2024 road salt contract with the Detroit Salt Company of Detroit, Michigan, in compliance with the State of Michigan bid in the amount of $92,484.
Support.
Support from Councilmember Witt. Further discussion from table? From the public? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes 7-0. See, you haven't moved, Brad. Item two, purchase of one Ford Transit van.
Thank you, Mayor. I'm bringing before you this evening a number of vehicle purchases. These purchases will upgrade our fleet and stay in line with our fleet management program. All these vehicles will be purchased through the state contract from Longhammer Ford of Owasso, Michigan. I believe that's how you say it. I know it's up there between Lansing and Flint. The first vehicle for your consideration is a 2024 Ford 250 Transit van. This van will be replacing our 2005 GMC van, which is used by our citywide maintenance crew. The van will be fitted with steel shelving for tools and equipment, and also a spray line flooring.
Councilmember Lynch.
I move to approve the purchase of one 2024 Ford 250 Transit van from Longhammer Ford of Owasso, Michigan, and fitted with Adrian steel shelving and spray line flooring from Versalift of Shelby Township, Michigan, under the State of Michigan bid contract in an amount not to exceed $58,421.
Support.
Support from Councilmember Squires. Further discussion?
Mayor,
Yes, Councilmember Carefotis.
there's lots of things to approve for vehicles tonight. Are all these things in our, like a line budget, or were all these things in the master plan, right? They were in the plan for the year, right?
They were approved in our CIP.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, and
yeah.
obviously things from 2005 need to be improved upon, because we can't be riding around in something from 2005 if they can't get to your house. That's all.
Further comments from the table? From the public? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes 7-0. Okay, item three, pickup truck purchases.
Okay, Mayor, this is for the purchase of two 2024 F-150 Ford pickup trucks. These are very basic trucks, cab and a half, four-wheel drive, 6-foot bed. These trucks will be replacing our 2011 and 2015 Ford F-150s, which will be handed over to the Parks and Rec Department so they can use them to perform their duties.
I have seen the Parks and Rec trucks, so I know that the new ones are for you, but the old ones that they're using are pretty beat up. Okay, motion is in order. Councilmember Earl.
I move to approve the purchase of two 2024 Ford F-150s from Longhammer Ford of Owasso, Michigan, through state contract bid for $80,134.
Support.
Support from Councilmember Karafotis. Further comment from the table.
Mayor,
Councilmember Witt.
when I was looking through the packet, I know on the front it says 2024, but on the actual like order form from Longhammer, it says 2023 Ford F-150s, the third page back, right above the highlight. I just want to make sure that we're getting 2024, not 2023.
I will check on that, yeah.
Okay.
It has both dates on that page.
Yeah.
Okay, further comments from the table? From the public? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes 7-0. Item 4, dump truck purchase.
Thank you, Mayor. This is for the purchase of two 2024 F-550s. They will be built with a 9-foot stainless dump box and equipped with a 9-foot snow plow and emergency lighting. We call these our 1-ton dump trucks. They're kind of our workhorses, especially when it comes to snow removal. These trucks will be replacing our two 2005 GMC 1-ton dump trucks.
Okay. Motion is in order.
Mayor,
Councilmember Witt.
I move to approve the purchase of two 2024 Ford F-550 chassis from Longhammer Ford of Owasso, Michigan, and dump box, plow package, and lighting from Versalift Midwest of Shelby Township, Michigan, through the State of Michigan contract in an amount not to exceed $165,596.
Support.
Support from Councilmember Lynch. While you're here, Mr. Roman, somebody asked me, and I gave him the answer, but for the people, why do we go outside of our area for these purchases? If you
Well,
can explain.
Longhammer had the state contract. I did notify other dealerships, not really in this area. Well, I take that back. When's the GMC dealer,
Todd
Wenzel?
That, yeah.
Longhammer was the only one that would return my phone calls and return my emails and give me some pricing.
And they have the state contract.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Okay, further comment from the table? From the public? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes 7-0.
Thank you.
Hey,
Thank you.
Mayor, I'd just mention, in that vein that you're talking about, you can go ahead, Brandon. We have done that with local cars, some smaller vehicles. When you're talking about some of these bigger heavy-duty vehicles, when they get the state bid, it's because that's the business that they're in. But we have gone to, North Brothers, just here in the local area, who was able to match a state price. But that's when we're talking about the fire marshal's car and some everyday vehicles. Some of these bigger dogs, there's a certain place you have to go for them. Plus, it is the best price.
Just wanted it explained to the residents. Thank you. Okay, item 5, the 2023 Santa Land Parade.
Mayor,
Councilmember Squires.
I move to approve a resolution for the 2023 Santa Land Parade to be held on November 25th, 2023.
support.
Support from Councilmember Witt. Further discussion? From the public? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes 7-0. Item 6, patrol vehicle purchase, Lieutenant Arnowski.
Good evening, Mayor, Council. Before I start, I want to thank the city manager for letting me get this on the agenda tonight. It was a little last minute, so I appreciate that. Thank you. As council is aware, the primary concern of a police agency is the ability to quickly deliver police officers to your door in the event of an emergency or crime in progress. What's the essential tool that we use to get there? A police vehicle. And as we know, council has made an investment in making sure that we have these vehicles with the police vehicle fund that you guys created, I believe it was last year. So as contained in the 2023-2024 capital improvement budget, city council has already budgeted for the purchase of these police vehicles. Due to the damage of several police vehicles during police operations, an aging fleet, delays in parts availability, and limited new vehicle supply, I'm requesting to purchase two 2023 black Dodge Charger V6 police vehicles and two 2023 black Dodge Durango SUVs. This supports the theme that we've had for the last 6 years, where we've alternated between sedans and SUVs, because we have some officers like SUVs, some officers like sedans. This keeps everybody happy. So we're trying to keep that going as long as we can. In April of this year, the police department placed a request with the Fontaine Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram for two 2023 black Dodge Durango police vehicles. Last week, we were notified that the Durangos were built, but if they didn't get on a truck by September 15th, we wouldn't see them until after a potential strike occurs. While we were talking to them about this, they mentioned that they happen to have some 2023 black Dodge Chargers on their lot that weren't spoken for, that were available if we wanted them. At the time, we didn't know when we originally ordered the Durangos that Chargers were even being built, because we thought that they were done, and the fact that Garden City blue paint is no longer offered either, we didn't pursue that avenue. Discovering that there are still Chargers available is a welcome opportunity to benefit from one last Charger purchase. This is an opportunity because Chargers are ready, and they will share most, if not all, the equipment that we currently have in our current Chargers, which will expedite getting them outfitted and eliminate the need to wait around for new parts to show up. Taking advantage of this will also assist us in outfitting our new school resource officer with a vehicle. As we put the school resource in the middle school this year for the first time, we had planned on just utilizing available vehicles that we had in our lot for him to get to school and other school events. However, as I mentioned earlier, due to some damage to our police vehicles during police operations and long delays in acquiring and outfitting police vehicles due to labor and equipment issues, we're a little short. What also makes this purchase appealing is that we look at still lingering production and equipment issues from when COVID struck, now adding in the possibility of an upcoming automotive strike, we can secure an operational fleet to make it through these times right now. This opportunity to purchase the Chargers along with the Durango should move us to the positive side with vehicles. These two Chargers and two Durangos could go into service quickly, and when we catch up on vehicles, they could replace some that are becoming past their service life. So having said that, I would ask that council approve the purchase, allowing the police department to maintain an operational fleet as we look at possible shutdowns and closures. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Motion is in order.
Mayor?
Councilmember Earl.
Yeah, I move to authorize the chief of police or his representative to execute necessary agreements to purchase two 2023 Dodge Charger Pursuit all-wheel drive V6 for the state bid cost of $35,567 each, and two Dodge Durango vehicles at the state bid cost of $42,735 each from La Fontaine CDJR of Lansing.
Support.
Councilmember Karafotis. Okay, further comment from the table? From the public?
I have a question. Just
Mayor
a quick
Pro Tem.
question. The vehicles that were damaged, are they repairable?
They are.
So we are looking at some point, getting them repaired and brought back into
Yep,
service?
one is
Okay.
already at the repair shop, another one is waiting for some parts, and the third one is just waiting to go.
Okay, thanks.
Well, I didn't think the one was repairable, but, okay, good. Any further comments from the public? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes 7-0.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chief. Other business, we have none. Public comments, we will open public comments for non-agenda items. You will have 3 minutes to speak. Anyone wishing to speak? Yes, sir. Please state your name for us.
Yes, my name is Jonathan Balo. Thank you for taking the time to listen to me this evening. It's my first time in front of a city council. And overall, I work for a woman-owned company, KB Enterprises. We're a small local contractor from the Downriver area. Wanted to discuss with you the request for bid for the Park and Playground DNR grant project that just went out for bid. This project was built not as a design build, but it was labeled as a request for proposal to get a competitive bid based off of a set scope of work, so that you're able to compare all different competitors, apples to apples, to find the best value, and based off a cost analysis. Typically, especially through state projects like this one, state funded, a standard pricing sheet is provided with different units so that everybody knows exactly how many square feet is something, how many trees to remove, et cetera, so that everybody knows what to scope or what to bid. You can look at different irregularities and compare them. For this bid, that was not provided, and as a result, the results were all over the map. The lowest bid came in at $477,000 roughly, and it went all the way up to $1.4 million. And after looking into it a little bit further, I realized everybody bid different projects. The scope of works were completely different on all of them. However, we were notified that the Parks and Rec plan on going with the lowest bidder. After further review, it looked like the lowest bidder completely removed significant portions of work from the project, as well as different surfacing and everything. We thought that the playground and everything would be, you'd want it spread out on more space, so we bid it based off what was shown in the prints. They then condensed that, and just using common sense, their price will be less expensive, as it's less work. As well, this is, as I stated, a DNR state grant, so there's a lot of irregularities, especially when it comes to the state procurement guidelines and how this was handled. As a result, we're requesting that a rebid goes out within 3 to 7 days, a short rebid, as everybody else is already kind of, they know their numbers, they know their costs, and then you just have to reflect these, a defined scope of work, so it should be a quick turnaround. With that being said, I know that there was a little bit of concern over the lead time on equipment. Equipment's currently 8 to 14 weeks at any manufacturer. That puts installation in the winter, so it still keeps you on track for a spring opening, which was the main goal. And we would request that a unit price sheet would be provided for the bidders. That way everybody's able to bid the same thing, and then you're able to analyze it and see it. That being said, we're also partnered with another woman-owned business, Sinclair Recreation, on this project. As being women-owned businesses, our owners have defied the odds to succeed in this market through the support of local cities, counties, and the state of Michigan on providing a very level playing field without competing with any unknown advantages. And I hope that that this city is also able to provide the same chance for us to compete on a level playing field. Thank you for your time.
Okay, thank you. Anybody else wishing to speak? Okay, city manager's report.
All right, Mayor, just GCU coming up again. We have the water bill buzz was put out October 4th. We have about 10 people signed up. We'd like to get about 25. So just kind of an early announcement. We only have one more council meeting until we start that. So those interested in learning about their local government and meeting different departments, department heads, it's 6 Wednesdays starting on October 4th, every other Wednesday going in towards Christmas. So you'll hear more about that. So GCU starting again for the fall semester. That's it tonight. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. Councilmember Earl.
Thank you, Mayor. The big thing I have is we weren't here when school was back in session, so I just want to remind everybody, when the school buses are stopped with their flashing red lights, you will stop. The police officers in this town and the court in this town will be unforgiving if you blow past a school bus. So please remember, little kids don't pay attention. It's our jobs to pay attention for them. I'd like to wish all the kids in all the schools in Garden City a great year, and that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilmember Karafotis.
I don't have anything today.
Councilmember Squires.
I don't have anything tonight, thank you.
Mayor Pro Tem Dole.
I had a few things. I recently attended the Western Wayne, Council of Western Wayne, which I do on a monthly basis, and we had a representative from the Wayne County Treasurer's Office there, and they are reminding everybody that they don't want to take your house. So if you're behind in your taxes, contact them. They have multiple ways to help you pay your taxes. The number for the Wayne County Treasurer is 313-224-5990. Also, there is a Veterans Resource Fair coming up November 16th at Greater Grace Temple at 23500 West 7 Mile. It's going to have, it's from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. resources for all veterans, spouses, and family. The Wayne Metro Weatherization Program, we've got some, talking about winter coming, People, if you need some weatherization in your home and you qualify, you can contact them, and they have many programs that can help you. Their number is 313-388-9799. Lucky Squirrel, this Saturday from 10 to 3 on the northeast corner of Ford and Middle Belt. And the Garden City Kiwanis will be on site holding a bake sale, so make sure you go visit them and get some goodies. The Garden City Goodfellows helpline opens on September 18th. That helpline closes on November 1st, and that's a hard close. It will close. So if you think you're going to need assistance this year, please get a hold of us before November 1st. The Garden City Goodfellows helpline is 734-679-7838. Also, if you think you want to volunteer with the Goodfellows in any way, you can call that number and leave a message, and someone will get back with you. Lastly, Councilwoman Kira Fotis and I are going to be available on the first Thursday of the month from 2 to 3 over at Radcliffe if any of our citizens have anything they want to talk to us about. Just come on over and see us. That's all I got.
Thank you. Councilmember Lynch.
Yes, I want people to mark their calendars for October the 7th. The Red Barn that's located on Ford Road down towards Newburgh is going to be selling their pumpkins with 100% of the proceeds from the pumpkin sales going to Owen Gibbons, the son of our police chief. Yes. And they may be doing more than that on that day. They weren't exactly sure. They were talking about raffles and some other things. So to keep on top of it, if you're on Facebook, go to the Red Barn and follow that through. But definitely October 7th, 100% of the proceeds for all of the pumpkins sold will go to benefit Owen Gibbons. That's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilmember Witt.
Nothing tonight, Mayor.
Mr. Miller.
Yes, good evening. I wanted to give a report about Shred Day that happened this past Saturday, and it was a huge success. A lot of people were there. 258 total vehicles came through the line. Also, over 400 pounds of food was collected for the food pantry, and over $350 of cash was given. So that, I think, was great. A lot of medication was taken and disposed of properly. I want to thank the staff, DPW, and City Hall staff was there. And also, we had 2 volunteers from the high school, Jade Hunter and Laura McLean, were there helping direct traffic and keep the flow going. It worked out real well, and again, thanks to all the citizens who donated the food and the money for the food pantry. It is much appreciated. Thank you.
Thank you. The only thing I have is, again, 9/11, remember all our heroes, all the victims of that terrible terrorist attack, and the bravery and heroism of all those. And with no further business, this meeting is adjourned.